Hey, welcome to the Listen Bitch podcast, your go-to destination for unlocking your full potential and embracing the extraordinary possibilities within you. This is a journey of self-discovery and empowerment as you explore the transformative power of stepping into greatness. Come into alignment with your God-given power and gifts, unleash your soul, and learn to co-create a life you love. As you become the writer of your own destiny, in this podcast, you're going to find the inspiration, practical tips, and that sometimes abrasive nudge to take the leap of faith towards your dreams. You're in the right place. Buckle up so we can unleash your inner badass. You guys, it's Microdose Monday. I know you're so excited about this. I know you're so excited. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about someone that I really admire, and I just want to share some of his work with you because I do think that he was a catalyst in me really finding my way back, not only to God, but my way back as a creator, stepping into my potential. Because I don't think you guys understand the power that you have to write your own story in this moment. I don't think you understand. I think our brains just don't even comprehend the potential that we have. But Dr. Joe Dispenza, you guys can look him up. He's known for his work in like neuroscience and spirituality. He explores the brain's capacity for transformation and healing. Okay. He talks about how our brains undergo significant changes through, meditation, visualization, and mindfulness. And one of his key concepts is that the brain has the ability to rewire itself through neuroplasticity, which we know all about neuroplasticity because we talk about it like every week. Okay. This is your brain's capacity to form those new neural connections in response to your experiences. Okay. So through practices like meditation and visualization or microdosing psilocybin, but he doesn't promote that, not that I've heard, but it's okay because we're going to talk about it here. You can stimulate neuroplasticity and you cultivate that spiritual experience and you have a profound shift in your consciousness. He really emphasizes that potential for transformation, and you really can focus on how to harness his focus, really get you to look at how to harness the brain's innate capacity for change to cultivate everything that we desire. We want that joy. We want the peace. We want well-being, fulfillment, and we want that spiritual connection. Like we're humanly wired to desire that connection. So he does this, through meditation. And I've been a little hesitant, you guys, because of my little, I jumped off the path of faith and decided to walk in my own light by practicing stuff that I think, highly disappointed God. I'm sure he just another face plant to his forehead to hand moment, like Brandon, oh my gosh, here we go again. I really, there is a dark side, I think, of meditation when you don't have the right intentions. Okay. I've been practicing a little bit on getting back into it because I do feel like there is this incredible connection to God when I turn everything off in my mind. And this is what Dr. Joe Dispenza teaches you to do to get outside of your current circumstances. Okay. You have to stop being who you are to be someone new. And I think that's part of our experience. He talks about the God gene. And I love when he did this because that was one of those profound moments that I realized that he's not practicing, scary stuff. He is all about that God gene and activating the potential that we have as healers, as creators. And he's got people all the time that have rewired their brain on that level. And I'm sharing this with you today because I do want you guys to follow him. I think he's amazing. And I do want you guys to practice meditation with that intention. I mean, you can set your intention for however you want, but I highly recommend that intention of, I do it around the time that I'm reading the Bible. So it's kind of that meditation on what I really know God wants me to get from his message, because the way him and Jesus work, it's kind of like, all of the, what is that word? Parables. Okay. I know words, you guys. Also, it's 11 o'clock at night and I've been up all day. Parables. They use a lot of parables to help us grasp a concept. Okay. To grasp the idea of of what they're trying to say. So I meditate on that. And the intention is that, I get closer to that experience of Jesus, and I get closer to that idea of God as a creator, to know that he gave me that power to be able to create my reality and everything that's happening. And I do that with my choices and my habits. But it's also rewiring my brain. And not everybody is ready for that meditation. And psilocybin has helped me a lot. This is not a microdosing week. I'm going to make that clear. I started this new supplement and I've held off on microdosing because it's all I'm taking right now. And I really wanted to see that full effect. I am feeling incredible. Like there's no desire for anything outside of myself. I have full contentment. Okay. Like I just feel really good. I know that my body is like getting back to the core of how it's meant to function. I'm not trying to mess with it by taking all kinds of supplements and manipulate it myself. I'm not falling for the bullshit. I know my body can heal and repair itself and just can get back to feeling good. So I'm letting it do that. So I haven't been microdosing, but I know that it is that catalyst in who I am right now. It is kind of what gave me that chance to quiet everything without the meditation, because it's hard for a lot of people to sit still and get quiet. It's hard. But psilocybin gives that experience to you almost immediately. Okay. Like it's not all of a sudden I feel high, but you just have this like calm and everything works on your time. And I think I know the people that need to understand what I'm saying know what I'm saying. It's like the world calibrates to you. Everything works in your time. It's not your brain going really fast and no one can keep up, or your brain going really slow and you can't keep up. It is everything calibrates to your time. So you can be more in the moment, more in that awareness, more in your body, more in this experience. So many people are missing out on what life really is because they're just waiting to get to that next moment. They're so excited. It's like little kids, right? Little kids can't wait for Christmas, can't wait for Christmas. Like as soon as their birthday goes by or whatever, they're like, when is Christmas? When is Christmas? And I remember as a kid thinking that, like, when is it going to get here? And you're missing everything in between. There's so much magic in between, but we're so excited to get to the next moment. Then we want to be, 13. Then we want to be 16. Then we want to be 18. Then we want to be 21. And then, by the time you're 44, you're like, I'll just stay here. I'm fine here. It's fine. I want to go back a little bit, enjoy a little bit more of this, but I would never want to be younger than 30, y'all. Not a chance. But it's just we miss the magic in life because we're not in that present moment. And I want to help you wake up to the reality of what that means and how that can look for you. Of just like not waking up and feeling like it's just another day, but being willing to be open and see the magic and the possibilities of like, you don't know what's coming, but you're going to try something out. You're going to commit to it. You're going to stay disciplined. You're going to take action. And every day you're going to move the needle a little bit more. Maybe that means you try psilocybin for a while and you're like, okay, I like this. I can really get into that Zen moment. So I'm going to work on that meditation now. And then all of a sudden you're meditating and all of a sudden you're just a whole new person and a whole new life experience, not bound by what you knew, not bound by any environment, not bound by any past choices, because that's it. You're not a prisoner of your past. It doesn't exist anymore. And you can't let people bring you there. I definitely was triggered by a Facebook post, y'all. I typed and deleted. And then I stopped and I'm like, hold on, why am I feeling this way? And it wasn't necessarily towards me, but I kind of felt like, if the shoe fits, bitch, okay. I just know, they're not fans of me. They carry a lot of blame. And there was this whole conversation and I was just like, why am I feeling this in this moment? And it's because it was something that was pulling me back to who I was, to, things that happened in the past. And once I correlated it, and it was a very calm, just kind of when I got out of my reactive state and I just sat there for a second and I just asked myself the question of like, why are you so bothered? And it was one of those situations where I just was being brought back to my past and I don't live there anymore. So I was easily able to release that trigger and that feeling and just be like, girl, even if it was about you, it's okay because that's not you anymore. It's not you. Whoever they thought you were, whatever is, they thought you did, it's not you, and we do that so many times. We let people bring us back to who we were all the time. That means maybe you're in a relationship and you're trying to improve things. Every time you get back into that situation with your, spouse, you're right back where you started. And then you just feel discouraged and you're like, man, this is never going to change. And you give up. Because that situation, you have to rise above it. You can't allow people to bring you back to who you were. It's part of my healing process of just like my experience with my older girls. We went through a lot and I hurt them a lot. And I find that balance between knowing that they need to feel their pain and knowing, like, you guys, I'm not that person anymore. I'm not going to live there. I don't stay there. We heal this, feel that, I hold space for you for that, and we move on. I'm not there anymore. There's a specific person, I've talked about this a lot, and that just brings me back. And I'm like, man, we don't live there anymore. But that's part of the problem of growth, is that we allow people to bring us there. And I think if you guys really get into this study of how much your brain works for you, how creative you can get when it comes to life and what you choose for your future, psilocybin is an easy hack to get where you want to go. It is the most incredible experience I've had in getting myself out of a situation and being able to see perspectives and be able to see my feelings and emotions and to see everything and just process it. Like, I'm back to genuinely having a great time with things again. Even on days that I don't feel like it, like, I do the shit and I'm done and I'm like, damn, like, I just feel like I'm back again. I'm feeling that passion and fire, like I have purpose. And we all strive for that. It's an innate craving that we have to want to belong, to feel loved, to feel heard, to feel honored. And all of a sudden I'm giving myself these things. I'm opening up to allowing Jesus to give me these things. I'm, focused on just staying in this present moment, and everything calibrates to that. Everything. That doesn't mean I'm out of the arena, because guess what? I'm still getting my ass kicked, y'all. Okay. There's no escaping that. But man, if this is my life, I'm happy, genuinely waking up and excited to wake up, excited to, remember what it is I get to do. Even when I don't know, nothing's predictable. I just know what I'm aiming for, and I'm letting whatever's possible be possible. And it helps to feel good. You guys, it's hard to navigate through life when you're not feeling good. My workout recoveries, thankful for this product, y'all. My workout recoveries, amazing. Like, I've been lifting heavy I went real heavy this last week, and I just am like, wow, I'm moving really good. I feel really good. Usually I'm like an old lady wobbling around after tough gym days. And I'm like, I could do this. Maybe there is a point in the gym where you're not completely sore every day. I never thought that was possible, because I was always like, man, I'm really sore. All of that recovery time, my digestive system is amazing. Everything is just feeling really genuinely good. Like, mental clarity. You guys, I cannot tell you how many supplements I stopped taking. Probably like at least 10 off the top of my head. I'd have to go through and really count in my cupboard, because it's all still there, taking up space. And I know it annoys the fuck out of my husband, and he's going to hear this and be like, we can clean that out now, right? But no, I think I want to leave it there just to eventually take pictures of everything to show you guys what I've replaced. Like, one supplement, y'all. One supplement. And yeah, it's not open to the public yet. So it's that private link that I shared with you guys, because I have private access. I got a private invitation. Let me know how special that makes me. I'm totally honored, you guys. Totally honored that people are trusting me with their baby. Like, this is someone's baby, right? They created this because they wanted to feel good, and they want other people to feel good. And they're just like, that's a gift to me. It's personal. But besides that, the microdosing, you guys, I don't know when I'm going to dose again, because I feel really good. Everything I put into practice has been amazing. So my body will tell me. Like, you guys ever tried the muscle test? We're going to have to talk about this on another podcast episode, because my husband had never heard of it. And I forget about it, genuinely forget about it. I used to practice it a lot, probably in my 20s. after I had babies, while I was pregnant, when I had babies, because I was all like, I have to do all the right things because I'm breastfeeding and I'm growing babies. And, you know, I did a lot of the muscle tests and I just kind of forgot about it. But I do that now to ask myself, like, when something is right, when something is good. And I went through my supplement cupboard the other day just to see. And of all the supplements in my cupboard that I was taking, only 2 were right for me. Like, it was so crazy. But you guys should Google that. I'll do another podcast episode. For now, I want you guys to find Dr. Joe Dispenza. Try out one of his meditations. He's literally got free meditations on YouTube that you could just kind of go through to kind of get in that present moment. And if meditating is hard for you, I still have the simple hack for you to rewire that neuroplasticity. Okay. And yeah, everything is discreet, you guys. There is a link in the podcast bio, very discreet. It doesn't show up in a big red package saying, there's mushrooms in here. It's capsule form. I've literally gone through the airport with it in my pocket. Okay. In my pocket. You're safe. I promise you're safe. There isn't anywhere where it's technically legal. Okay. But where it comes from is a county in Michigan, in Ann Arbor, and it's decriminalized, meaning they're not going after the dude. Okay. They're not going after him. You guys are safe. It's a product I absolutely trust. Okay. But that's it. Outside of that, I love you guys. Make sure you invite a friend to listen to this podcast. And I want you guys to really get into that manipulation of knowing you have that God gene. I mean, science has proved it. Dr. Joe talks about that. You can Google that too, where he talks about how to light up the God gene. And just there's parts in your brain that you can light up and expand, because if you're creating new connections, you're going to start opening up parts of your brain that you didn't even know you had, my friend. Okay. All of these things, like, it's incredible to think that this didn't exist, 20 years ago. They were thinking that people's brains were just as they were. That was it. You're stuck. Huge. This is huge. So you have to do things to practice this, whether it's microdosing, meditation, tapping. I mean, I told you guys I watched an episode with my son. A preacher was talking about how just spending time reading the Bible, they tested people's brains and it creates new pathways. That's huge. So little things, you guys, you have an opportunity to do this. But I love you. That's it. I'm going to jump off of here. You guys, we're going to have an incredible week this week. I know we are. Okay. Because I said so. I said so. And you're going to commit to that, and you're going to agree, and you're going to start making choices that will align with that. And you're going to have this incredible perspective, and you're going to choose your reactions and how you feel and how you interact with the people in your life. And you've got this. I love you.